Hey, welcome to practice. Our class today will be moving in the direction of compass pose, which is this shape right here. I've been getting a lot of requests for it recently, but before we move in that direction, I want to take a moment to remind you that shapes are just shapes, that you are so much more than the postures that you're able to bend your body into, and that creating the space in your body to move into these shapes, it takes time. It takes years sometimes, it takes consistency, and it takes patience. So be kind to yourself as you move across your mat today. Maybe allow yourself to detach from the destination, the outcome, and to really appreciate each moment along the way, to enjoy the journey and to be less concerned about that destination. We'll begin when you're ready in Shavasana, lying on the back body. So go ahead and find that comfortable shape on the earth and start to connect to your breath. And as you feel your body release into the support below, begin to widen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. Give yourself a couple moments to transition into this space, into your practice, into the mindful awareness of your breath and body. Maybe taking this time to set an intention. Perhaps that's to practice kindness towards yourself. Be mindful of how you speak to yourself as you move across your mat. To notice what happens when you are presented with challenge, when you have a moment that feels like a victory. So allowing that intention to arise here as you continue to expand your breath, to work towards that really slow, steady, complete exhalation. And take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And open mouth exhale out of your mouth. Seal your lips, breathing in and out of your nose. Reach your hands up and overhead. Spread your fingers, your toes, start to circle through your ankles and your wrists. And then gather your knees into your chest. Take a moment to draw your knees out wide into a modified happy baby. So right hand to right shin, left hand to left shin. Knees move down towards the earth on either side of your ribcage. You can stay here. Start to reach up towards your ankles, your feet for your fuller expression of happy baby pose. Take a moment to find a sense of grounding as you get heavy through your head, shoulders, and hips. And then keep your right side as is, but release your left foot to the earth. Left knee stays bent like a bridge setup. And then as you find a little opposing action on your right side, you can keep your left knee bent, or you can start to lengthen your left leg out. Send energy forward through your left heel, maybe left hand to left hip as a reminder to be heavy through that space. And take another inhale here. On your exhale, start to lengthen your right leg up to the sky into a hamstring stretch. Reach behind your right hamstring, your calf, or your ankle. Just gently encourage that leg towards you. You can have softness through your knee. If that is a lot for your body right away, you can bend your left knee and plant your left foot back to the earth. You can inhale here. On your exhale, if it feels okay, we're going to keep the right leg long as we move into a supine twist. So lengthen your left leg out and then pass your right leg across your body. If that is too much, feel free to bend your right knee instead. Heavy through your right shoulder, maybe look to the right as you take a breath here. Just allow that entire breath to empty out. And when we unwind, we're headed to a figure four, right ankle on your left thigh. And then perhaps you bring that whole figure four towards you today. Reach behind your left hamstring or on top of your left shin. Flex your right ankle. Maybe take a little tip from side to side as you find one intentional breath. Give space for that entire breath to empty out. And then as you release, send your right leg up to the ceiling, send your left leg forward to a hover. Good. Reach your hands up and overhead with an inhale. On your exhale, lift your head and shoulders, reach towards your left toes. Now we're going to add the right leg in. On your inhale, lower your right heel to tap left toes, reach your hands up and overhead. Exhale, lift your right leg, reach forward, forward, forward. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, right leg rises as you reach. Good. Two more like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, right leg rises as you reach. Then one more here. Breath in to open. Exhale, lift your right leg and reach forward. Good. Release, relax knees to chest. And go ahead and ground your left foot to the earth, finding that bridge leg on your right foot, bridge leg on your right foot. And then happy baby on your left side. And then you can keep your right knee bent or start to send your right foot forward. Again, you're sending energy actively through your right heel and actively up to the sky through your left. Maybe your left elbow encourages your left knee just slightly wider to lengthen through your spine. And then send your left leg through center to your hamstring stretch. And again, customize this to your left side body. So what does your left hamstring need? Does your right foot need to be bent and planted to the earth, or can you keep your right leg long? Take another in breath. And then on your exhale, go ahead and find your supine twist. Your left leg can be long, it can be bent, it can be somewhere in between. And you're just here for one deep inhalation. And that really slow exhalation. And you start to roll into your figure four as you're ready. Left ankle on top of your right thigh. Hands go to right hamstring or right shin. Activate your left ankle, so flex your left toes back to your left shin to support your knee joint. And then take one breath here, maybe rocking side to side. And then we'll head in just to that final little bit of core engagement before we start to make our way up to seated. Send your left leg tall, send your right leg forward to a hover. Pull your belly down so your low back is anchored. Reach your hands up and overhead with an inhale. You peel your shoulder blades off the earth. Reach your hands forward on your exhale. Start to add in the left leg. So inhale, left heel to right toes, reach up and overhead. And exhale from your core, left leg lifts as you reach. You just have three more like that. So an inhale to expand. Exhale, lift and reach. And two more here. Feel this come from your core rather than your neck. So try to lead with your sternum to help you lift. And last time, inhale, open. Exhale, left leg lifts as you reach. And then release, relax, knees to chest. Take a deep breath in. And open on the exhale out. Hands behind your thighs. Start to rock and roll forward and back. And then find your way into a cross-legged seat. Right shin goes in front. And then inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. And on your exhale, take your right hand to the earth. Side body stretch. Reach your left hand over the wall on your right. Breathe into your left ribs. On your exhale, we're going to dive down towards our right thigh and then circle sweep across to the other side. So moving through center, left hand to the earth, peel open as your right hand reaches overhead. Get real heavy through your right hip. Breathe into your right side body. And then exhale, circle, sweep around, diving through center, back to where you started. Right hand down, left hand high. And we'll just take that one more time. Deep breath into your left side. Exhale, circle, sweep around. And take an inhale to your right ribs. And exhale out. And next breath in, lift through center, lengthen your spine, unwind your legs and cross your left shin in front. Take another inhale here. Okay, this time as you exhale, twist. Right hand goes across your body, left hand goes behind you. And think inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. And inhale, rise to center, reach top. Second side, rotate to your right. Like inhale, taller through your torso. Exhale, twist deeper. Maybe take your gaze towards the back of your mat. And this time, inhale through your center. And exhale to tabletop pose. And so as you find all fours, fingers go really wide. Right? Find activity through your hands. So your forearms start to engage. And then with an inhale, lift your heart, lift your tail, find your cow pose. And on your exhale, curl your spine into your cat pose, tuck your tail at your head, get heavy. And then come to your neutral spine. Go ahead and tuck your toes underneath. And then press up and back, downward facing dog. And then adjust your stance as much as you need. Take a moment just to arrive here. Maybe reestablish your Ujjayi breath. Really intentional inhale and exhale through your nose. Maybe pedal out your feet. So you start to open to the backs of your legs. It's strong push away to the earth with your hands. Then go ahead and walk your feet wide, so the width of your mat, and maybe a little bit closer to your hands. So you're in a shorter down dog stance. Let your hip creases draw up and back. Send more weight towards your heels, and then reach your right hand to your left ankle and twist underneath. Bend your right elbow and pull your heart around to the left. Take a breath to your back body around your shoulder blade. Right, let's stretch on your right side, and then exhale, go ahead and release. And then just switch to your second side. Reach your left hand across to the outside of your right ankle. So you bend your left elbow, pull your heart through. Take a deep breath to the back body. And exhale, take your time. Eventually you're gonna reach your left hand forward. And then just find your way back into your downward facing dog. And inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee and open your head. You'll hug your right heel to your left seat. Spin your right hip point towards the right. On your inhale, re-extend your right leg long. And then exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat, low lunge. And as you come into your low lunge, dip your left knee all the way down to the earth. Inhale, lift your heart and hands up high. As you exhale, grab your left wrist, lean over to the right, pull your belly in, and push the earth away with your right foot. Gently press your hips to the left. Reach your tailbone towards the earth. And then inhale, rise to your center. On your exhale, hands to the earth, lift your back knee and lengthen your legs into your cat lunge. Think tailbone to the sky. Hug your right hip back and in, and dive your heart forward. Then from here, bend into your right knee. Spin your left heel down like a warrior two stance. And then go ahead and lengthen through your right leg. So your hands are still forward. You can always walk your hands a little bit closer to your body. Left knee is bent. And then feel your right hamstring, your inner thigh receive space as you press your hips towards the back of your mat. Good. We're going to take this into a side lunge. So you're going to wander your hands to the left. Turn your right toes to the long edge of your mat. Your left knee still stays bent. You might even bend a little bit deeper here. Good. Right hand to the earth. Twist your left hand to the sky. You have the space in your body. Maybe take your right forearm down to your mat. Your left hand to the ceiling. Press your hips back. Take one more breath in. Good. On your exhale, release the twist. Bend into your right knee and turn all 10 toes forward to the top of your mat, low lunge. Transfer the weight to your right foot, gentle standing split, lift your left leg to the sky. Now for today, allow your hip to open up. So instead of squaring your pelvis down to the earth, spin your left hip point open to the left and use your left glute to lift your left leg really high. Head is heavy. Bend your left heel to your seat, just like you do in your half dog. Just take a breath here. Continue to squeeze your left glute straight to lift your left knee to the sky. And inhale, lengthen your left leg back to your open hip standing splits. On your exhale, square your pelvis, step into a forward fold. Okay, soften through your knees, let your head fall heavy. Keep some softness in your knees, lift your tailbone, inhale, halfway lift through your spine. And on your exhale, forward fold release. Guys, all the way to stand, deep breath in, Urdhva Hastasana. Grab your left wrist, soften your knees, and lean to the right. And then inhale, lift through your center. Exhale, switch your grip and lean to the left side, body stretch second side. Good, on your inhale, grow tall to the midline. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees and hinge from your hips. Take a halfway lift, extend out. On your exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Good, right hand is your base, side plank. Step your left foot back to stack on top of your right or to stagger in front of your right. Good, roll your heart open, lift your hips away from the earth, push through your right hand. Take one more breath wherever you are. And exhale, high plank pose with control. Use your core to keep your hips elevated in line with your spine as you square yourself to center. And then inhale, shift forward. Knees up or down, slowly lower all the way to the earth. And untuck your toes. Inhale, low or high cobra, lift your heart. On your exhale, lower back down. Tuck your toes underneath. Knees up or down, press into a high plank pose, push the earth away. The downward facing dog, press your hips up and back. And inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, push through your hands. Continue to find that buoyancy in your lower half from the push away in your upper body. Squeeze to your left seat. Take a deeper breath as you lengthen your left leg. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Release your right knee to the earth. And then push into your strong left foot. Use your core, rise all the way up with inhale. Grab your right wrist, tip to your left on your exhale. Navel to spine, tailbone towards the ground. Encourage your right hip towards the right edge of your mat. And then inhale lifts you up tall. Lengthen through your spine, then exhale, hands down. This time lift your back knee and lengthen both your legs. So you're in your cat lunge. Think tailbone tall, head is heavy. Okay, from here, bend into your left knee. Spin your right heel down like a warrior two stance. Keep your hands towards the top of your mat, maybe as they are, but lengthen through your left leg and bend your right knee. And then think about untucking your tail, send your tailbone up and back. Root down through your left heel and drag your left heel energetically towards the back of your mat. Okay. Allow your inner left thigh to receive new space. And then side lunge to the right, turn your left toes to face the long edge of your mat as your right knee bends. Left hand low, twist your right hand to the sky, or again, you can bring your left forearm to the earth. Heart rotates around. Press your hips back, push energy down into your roots, down into your feet. Take an inhale here. And exhale as you release, bend into your left knee, turn all 10 toes to the top of your mat, and then shift into your standing split. Lift your right leg to the sky. Relax your head, open your right hip to shine to the right. Again, utilize your glute strength, so try to use your booty strength, your right seat, to help open your hip. Bend your right heel towards your left glute. Maybe feel your weight shift a little bit more to the front of your left foot. Think left hip crease to the sky. Then inhale to extend your right leg. On your exhale, square your hip forward, fold release. And take a halfway lift as you breathe in. And then step your left foot to the back of your mat as you breathe out. Your left hand becomes your base. You're headed to a side plank, Vashisthasana. Step your right foot back to stack or to stagger with your left. You feel your left side core light up. It's spacious across your collarbones. Reach energy up through your right fingertips. Flex your feet back towards your face. Take a big breath in. And with exhale, it's high plank pose. Move through your center. And then inhale, shift forward. Knees up or down, lower halfway as you exhale. And then open your heart up, dog or cobra. Really big breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go up and back as you breathe out. And from here, with an inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. And exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Stay or step over to a wild thing. Step your right toes behind you. And then roll your heart open to the sky. Reach to your right fingertips. Then we're going to take a low lunge. So right foot's going all the way to the top of your mat. Maybe look forward. Maybe reach your right hand to the back. And then use your core. Pull your right knee towards your heart. As you roll into the ball end of your left foot, right foot steps forward. Good. Spin your left heel down right away. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Side angle pose. Open your left hand to the sky. Now if that's really deep for your body, go ahead and bring your right forearm to your right thigh. And from here, take a breath in. Reach your left hand to the top of your mat. On your exhale, it's going to be side lunge or skandasana to the back of your mat. So you're going to bend into your left knee, hands to heart. So this is skandasana, right toes to the sky, or you can revisit the side lunge instead. And stay for your inhale. Low lunge to the top of your mat, bend into your right knee as you exhale, all 10 toes turn forward. And it's standing splits, pull your left leg to the sky, breath in. Bend your knee and open your hip, breath out. Maybe turn your left fingertips to the left. Maybe reach your right hand towards your left foot. You're here just for one breath. And as you release your left foot, lengthen your left leg to the sky. Your hip can still be open here. And then start to square your hip, bend into your right knee, step your left ankle behind your right. So cross-legged forward fold. Pinky toes do not have to match up. Soften your knees and fold across your thighs. Then you can take your tailbone a little side to side. Notice if your body is trying to avoid the stretch. Maybe shift your weight a little bit forward and back. Then from here, weight goes to your right foot. Lift your left leg to the ceiling with your inhale. Then step your left toes to the back of your mat as you exhale. Left hand becomes your base. You're going to take side plank. Step your right foot to the back of your mat and lift your right hand to the sky. Good. Full breath in here. On your exhale, find your high plank pose, breath out. And inhale to shift forward. Vinyasa or down dog, exhale your way through. So we're really slowly building our way. But let every movement, every breath have its place. And from your down dog, inhale your left leg high. Bend your knee and open your hip. Stay or flip to your wild thing. And place your left toes behind you. Push the earth away. Use the power of your legs to elevate your heart more. Your side bodies open, your heart open. Low lunge. Look towards the top of your mat. Left hand might start to reach back as counterbalance. Think side plank through your right side. Bring your left knee to your heart and step your left foot forward. Good, spin your right heel down. Left hand to the inside of your left foot. Side angle pose, open up. Again, you have the option to bring your left forearm to the top of your left thigh. Use an inhale, extend your side angle, right hand reaches overhead. On your exhale, side lunge or skandasana, bend into your right knee, hands to heart. And give yourself an inhale, feel your inner left thigh open. On your exhale, take your time, you can crawl your way forward, hands or no hands, low lunge to the top of your mat. Standing splits right leg to the sky. Open your hip and then bend your knee, hug your right heel towards your left seat. Maybe tent your right fingertips at the diagonal, creating a more steady base, and then your left hand can reach to your right foot. Hug your heel to your seat, let your head fall heavy. You're here for one breath. And release your right leg. And then find your cross-legged forward fold. Step your right foot behind your left. Bend your knees and then dive across your thighs. And then take a moment of exploration here. So what happens if you shift your weight a little side to side, forward, back? What about your tailbone, your side bodies, your breath? Then weight will go to your left foot. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Right hand is your base, side plank. Step your left foot back, open your left hand high with an inhale. Then slow and controlled high plank is your exhale. Breathe in, move forward. Vinyasa or down dog with your breath out. Okay, here we go. Inhale your right leg to the sky. On your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. The three-legged dog breath in. Right knee to your left tricep, breath out. The three-legged dog, inhale. Right knee to your left tricep as you exhale. Send your right leg through, falling triangle. Spin your left heel to the earth, and then lift your left hand to the sky. You have the option to press your left foot so strong, your right obliques and your left inner thigh help to lift your right leg. Energy through your right foot, push energy out through your right heel. With control, bring your right knee to your nose and your left hand to the earth. A three-legged dog, inhale your right leg up high. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Spin your left heel down. Side angle pulse. And then use your right elbow to encourage your right knee wide. Reach your left hand overhead. Fill this side body space with your inhale. And then side lunge or skandasana on your exhale. Awesome. From here, it's a wide-legged forward fold. Take a halfway lift breath in. And then reach your left hand underneath to your right ankle as you breathe out. And then pull your heart around. So your right hand can reach forward as you roll around. This is kind of like what we took in our downward facing dog. Now bring your right hand by your face. Push the earth away. We're going to rotate to the top of our mat, low lunge. So right knee is bent. Find your standing split, left leg to the sky with an inhale. And listen, on your exhale, step into your chair pose, bend through your knees. Get low with your seat, inhale with your heart in your hands. And with your exhalation, go ahead and airplane your arms beside you. On your inhalation, bring your right leg with you as you grow tall. And just take a moment here for standing balance of our practice. And find your stability, feel all four corners of your left foot grounded. Steady through your breath. And interlace your hands onto your right shin, draw your right knee to your heart. You can keep your hands on your shin, or you can reach your right fingers, second and third fingers to your right big toe, elbow on the inside of your knee. Grow tall through your torso. If you have hand to big toe, maybe lengthen your right foot forward. Plug your right femur bone into your pelvis, pull in through your belly. Start to open externally through your right hip. So then hand to shin or hand to big toe, it's up to you. And root down to rise tall, push out through your right foot to find more energy through that lifted leg. And then bring your right leg back to center. To keep the leg lifted as you release, reach both hands to the sky with an inhale. On your exhale, airplane pose, dive through. And from here, crescent lunge, right toes release to the earth. On your inhale, reach your heart and hands to the sky. Exhale, grab your right wrist, lean to the left side, body stretch. Take a bigger breath into your right ribs. Then on your breath out, reach a little further. And rise to center with your inhale. Warrior two, open up on your exhale. Reach forward, breath in. Good side angle, breath out. Reach your right hand overhead with your inhale. Bring your right hand down to the earth. Low lunge into your side leg as you exhale, so right hand is your base. Step your left foot back. And reach your left hand to the sky. If you want to, maybe lift your left leg. And reach your left hand overhead. Take a big breath in, feel your left side body, feel your right side body. Exhale, high plank, unwind through your center. Reach forward through your chest, through your crown. Vinyasa or down dog. Then take a nice deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Three-legged dog with your inhale. Left knee to your right, tricep on your exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, breath out. Send your left leg through fallen triangle. Right toes are gonna face the right edge of your mat. Plant your entire right foot to the earth and then lift your right hand to the sky. Option to lift your left leg. Think side plank through your right foot and left hand. Inner right thigh, left thigh all strong. Now try to find the control in your transition out. So just as much as intention as you made on your way in, right hand comes to the earth, left knee to your nose. Then three-legged dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Spin your right heel down. Left hand on the inside of your left foot, side angle with an inhale. And reach your hand towards the top of your mat. Skandasana or side lunge, right knee to bend on your exhale. And then from here, wide-legged forward fold, lengthen your legs, all 10 toes are facing the long edge. Then a little halfway lift, reach your right hand to your left ankle. Your left hand can reach out away from you. And bend your right elbow and pull your heart through. For the rotation through your side bodies. You twist deeper through your spine. And if your left hand is reaching out forward, bring your left hand back by your face. Push the earth away. We're going to take a low lunge to the top. Turn all 10 toes to the left. Your left knee bends. Standing splits right leg to the sky with your inhale. Then it's chair pose, Utkatasana as you exhale. Hips drop low, lift through heart and hands. And when you're ready, airplane your arms. Keep the weight in your heels for now. Feel your weight go to your right foot, bring your left leg with you as you rise. And then again, you have options here. So once you feel pretty stable, either interlace your hands on your left shin. And you're gonna open up to the left hand to left shin. Or you can take your second and third finger on your left big toe. Maybe send your left foot forward first. Think about lifting through your sternum. Activate your left quad so there's some energy to that leg, and then open up. Think about activating your left glute as well to help with the external rotation. An imaginary block between your thighs. Press up to the crown of your head. Feel your core turn on. Slow motion, just inch by inch. Bring your left leg forward again. Activate through your belly with your left leg. Reach your hands up high with an inhale. And we're headed to our airplane pose as we exhale. Give yourself a moment to be and breathe here. And then see how slow, how controlled you can descend to your crescent lunge. And place your left toes to the earth. Let your inhale stack your spine up tall. Grab your left wrist and lean to the right as you exhale. I'm going to take 2 breaths into your left side body. Let your belly way up and in, lengthen through your lumbar spine. So your right hip hugs slightly back, your left hip hug forward. Press energy up and back through the back of your left leg. And an inhale will grow you tall through center. And exhale, warrior 2, spin wide. Reverse your warrior, or rather reach forward on your inhale. And find side angle on your exhale. And reach your left hand overhead. And then you're going to come down into a side plank on your left hand. So think maybe low lunge first and hook your back heel. Then left hand is your base, step back, Vashisthasana. Right hand to the sky. You have the option to lift your right leg. You have the option to reach your right hand overhead. Let your left obliques peel away from the earth for 1 more breath in. Good high plank breath out. Inhale, shift forward. Vinyasa or down dog as you exhale. And a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Last standing layer of flow. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Then exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Wild thing, step your right toes behind you. You can always stay in a half dog if you want. Inhale your right hand to the sky. Now listen, on your exhale, you're gonna move through your 3-legged dog. And then take your right knee to your left tricep, cross underneath your body. Fallen triangle, send your right leg through, reach your left hand to the sky. You have the option to take your left hand to the outside edge of your right foot into this Vashisthasana variation. Good. With control, it's a knee to nose, left hand to the earth, so use your core. Knee to nose, left hand to the earth, you're on the ball mat of left foot, 3-legged dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, steps your right foot forward to the top. Right hand to the inside of right foot, spin your left heel down at side angle, peel open with an inhale. Let your left hand reach overhead. Exhale, side lunge or skandasana to the back, your left knee bends. And then take a big breath in. And now listen, low lunge to the back of your mat, turn all 10 toes around. And from here, spin your right heel down, lengthen your left leg. Triangle pose, take your left hand down on the inside of your left leg, right hand to the sky. You can always bring your hand to your shin or a block instead. And roll your chest open, pull your front ribs in, lean back. Take another inhale here. Then on your exhale, square yourself down to your left thigh. Unhook your right heel. Step your right foot in maybe just a little bit so you can spin your right heel down like a warrior 1 foot. You're in your pyramid pose, facing the back of your mat. You open with your left leg. Now give yourself a moment to breathe. Okay, from here, start to bend into your left knee, standing splits, open hip, right leg to the sky. And maybe bend your right heel to your seat. Maybe catch it with your left hand for a moment. Maybe move through our standing split. Maybe square your hip and then step into a forward fold. Take a halfway lift on your inhale. Good. Step back into your high plank on your exhale. Breath in shifts you forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Open your heart, up dog, cobra. Down dog is your exhale, hips to the sky. And we're gonna make our way back around. When you're ready, inhale your left leg tall. Exhale to bend your knee, open your hip. Stay our wild thing, step your left toes behind you, spin your chest to the ceiling. Again, inhale. And then three-legged dog with your exhale, so left hand down, left leg goes high. And then breathe in to prepare. Left knee to your right, tricep breath out. Following triangle, rotate your right heel to the earth, shoot your left leg through. It can be floating or not. Maybe your right hand reaches to the outside of your left foot. So you might bend your left knee to create that connection and then spin open. So think side plank through your left side, roll your right shoulder back. Push through your right foot really strong. Then we'll meet with our left knee to our nose, right hand to the earth. You're on the ball mound of your right foot. Yeah, three-legged dog, inhale, extend. Exhale, left foot goes forward. Left hand to the inside of your left foot. Spin your right heel down to find your side angle pose. Reach your right hand high. Then inhale it overhead. Side lunge or skandasana, you're gonna bend into your right knee, hands to heart. Take a big breath here. Good, exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. All 10 toes spin. Standing splits, left leg to the sky. Open your hip. I forgot about our triangle shape, so go ahead and bend your right knee. Take your left toes to the back of your mat. Spin your left heel down, so it's like almost like warrior to your side angle legs, and then lengthen your right leg and twist your left hand at the ceiling. And give yourself a moment to open through your inner right thigh. So again, really pull your front ribs in and roll your left shoulder back. Wrap your right hip underneath you. This will take us into our pyramid pose, so left hand can reach up and over. Square your heart to your right leg. Bend into your right knee slightly so you can replant your left foot into your pyramid stance. So it's a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit wider. Your left foot is more like a warrior 1 foot, so not as open as a warrior 2. Kind of like more like a 45-degree angle. Okay. Now we're gonna go into our standing split. So as you bend into your right knee, keep your left hip open as you sweep your left leg to the sky. Maybe bend your knee, open your hip here, and then maybe you reach your right hand for your left foot. And then really focus on your front of your left hip, receiving space here. Extend left leg. Square your hip and release into your forward fold. Take a halfway lift on your inhale. Chair pose, sink your seat as you exhale. Breath in to lift your chest. And breath out to airplane your arms. Rise with your right leg. Interlace your hands on your right shin and draw your right knee into your body. Open your right knee to the right. Then go ahead and find your tree pose, right foot to the inside of your left quad. And press up through your torso towards the sky. So think your entire rib cage is moving up and away from the earth. Stay here, figure 4, right ankle and left thigh extend. Your hip creases way back and down. Pull your right toes towards your right shin. Try to keep your right hip elevated in line with your left. So there's a tendency for the right hip to sink. Just one more breath in. And one more breath out. Now stay low, just hike your right knee into your chest and then step into your chair pose, airplane arms. I'm just gonna move to that same little progression second side. So left leg comes with you as you rise. Hands to your left shin, draw your left thigh in really close. Left hand stays on your left shin, open through your hip. Recruit your glutes here. Then you're gonna stand into your tree pose, left foot to the inside of your right leg. I personally like to take my foot to my calf just so I have a really solid pressure point. And then you can stay in your tree, or you're gonna move into your figure 4, left ankle on right thigh. You can think about length to your spine, so really push your hip creases way back. Send your heart way forward. See what happens if you lift your left hip a little bit, but try to keep your left knee moving towards the earth. And then push your right foot, draw your left knee into your heart as you unhook. Chair pose, airplane arms. And inhale, chair pose, reach your hands forward. And exhale, forward fold, release. Halfway lift, breath in. And then bend your knees and have a seat as you breathe out. So if you want a sip of water, go ahead and grab a sip of water right now. And then we are gonna move towards the seated version of Compass Pose. Okay, so for our Compass Pose, let's start first in a cross-legged seat. So right shin in front of your left, untuck your booty, and go ahead and inhale, reach up through your heart and hands. On your exhale, dive forward to your forward fold. So you're gonna dive down as much as works for your body. Just finding your edge. You can either go 1 inch or you might go a lot of inches, but let it be just to the depth that feels appropriate for your body today. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, and then wander your hands over to the right. So you get a side body stretch through your left side. Now press down through your left finger pads and pull back through your left sitting bone. Try to anchor your left sitting bone way down into the earth. Grip your left finger pads so you're actively stretching across your entire left side. Okay, wander your hands back to center, and then grow tall through your torso. You're gonna keep your left knee bent as it is. You can always kind of move it around and adjust as needed. But go ahead and bring your right thigh, shin bone, into a baby cradle. So I'm gonna turn slightly towards you so you can see this. You might take either your left hand to the sole of your right foot. Your right arm might wrap around your right knee and just cradle it that way. You might be able to get the arch of your right foot to the elbow of your left arm, and then have a baby cradle that way. Starting to lay towards you, try to stay tall through your torso here. And then what we're gonna do is take your right foot into your hands. So maybe like interlacing your hands around the sole of your right foot to start. You can try to lengthen through your torso. Start with your right knee bent and then start to find the extension that works for your body. So opening through your hamstring. Good. And as we move towards this compass shape, what you're gonna do is bend your right knee and then pull your right knee back by your right ribs. Take your left hand to the arch of your right foot, so your right hand is free. You're gonna take your right hand. I like to take my right hand, between my thumb and my pointer finger, so like that L shape, at the ankle, right, the heel part of my right foot. And I'm gonna hike that so that my right knee is behind my right shoulder or my right tricep. Once you have that core in, you're gonna send your right hand out to the earth beside you. Right sitting bone is down, right hand is reaching across to keep that right knee back. And then you're gonna start to push through your right foot, spin your left shoulder back, start to look to the sky, and then you might be able to flip your grip so your left hand is then on the outside of your right foot. Then roll your heart open. Good. If you're feeling funky, you could move into a little backpack situation here. So try to keep that right knee hiked on your right shoulder, right hand goes beside your right hip. Hug your right heel towards your right bicep. Left hand plants beside you like chaturanga arms. Send your left leg out in front of you. Maybe push into your hands. Slide your booty back. Use your core to pick up your left leg. This is called a little elephant trunk situation. You could cross your left ankle on top of your right. Go into your 8-angled pose, Astavakrasana. That is pretty advanced though, so go ahead and just release when you're ready. Okay, second side. So take a little windshield wiper through your knees, releasing whatever you got. Now it's important to try not to force this. Make sure your body is okay with the depth that you're moving into. Press your left shin in front of your right. Inhale, reach up tall. And exhale, dive forward towards the earth. And one side's probably going to feel very different than the other. Give yourself a breath to lengthen. And then sink a little bit deeper. And then eventually you're going to wander your hands over to the left and find that really active right side body stretch. So root through your right fingertips, reach back through your right hip. Breathe all the way along your right side body. So you're gripping with your right finger pads that are tented on the earth. You're pressing your right sitting bone down into your mat. And then you're pushing your breath into your right ribs. And then walk your hands back through center. Slowly rise up through your torso. I'm going to rotate slightly towards you again. And then we'll start with that cradle of our left shin. So you might have to bring your right heel a bit closer to your booty. Either right hand to the arch inside of your left foot, left arm across your left knee. Yep. Kind of press it down with your seat, lift your torso tall in your spine. And then you have the option to take your sole of your left foot to the crook of your right elbow. And same thing, a little baby cradle. And think almost like figure four, so like your left knee might be moving slightly away from you as you draw your left foot in. Maybe similar starts to like your half pigeon here. Okay, and then go ahead and cradle the sole of your left foot, but your left knee just towards your left armpit, and start to lengthen your right leg. Okay, so for you, you might be here, you might be here, you might be here, you might be somewhere here. Just give yourself a moment to connect to your hamstring. And then you're going to bend into your left knee. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Take your left hand in between this whole situation and hook that L shape between your left thumb and left pointer finger to the heel of your left foot. That's going to help you hike your left knee on your left shoulder like a backpack. So you can kind of round your spine here. We're moving towards a long spine, but you can kind of round it into it to maneuver your way closer to the shape. So then your left hand out to the left, let it plant to the earth. And then start to spin your right shoulder back. Think about looking underneath your right armpit. And then maybe after that you start to lengthen your left leg, but you can keep your left knee bent here. Roll your right shoulder back. Make sure there's like maybe a micro bend through your left elbow so you aren't in hyperextension. And then push through your sits bones to find length through your spine. Lay your right side body nice and open. And then maybe bend your left knee. Now hook it over your left shoulder. Again, that backpack situation. Find a chaturanga left arm. Send your right leg out in front of you, chaturanga right arm. You might need to scoot your booty back a little bit. Hook and squeeze your left calf around your left shoulder. Then press your hand to pull from your core, hover your seat and your right leg off the earth. Ashtavakasana, you're gonna hook your right ankle on top of your left. And then chaturanga your arms. Squeeze your inner thighs around your left tricep. And again, that is plenty. So go ahead and release whatever you've got. The top of your mat, just take a little windshield wiper. And then inhale, reach your hands up high. And exhale, slowly lower down. Use the strength of your core to arrive you all the way down to the earth. And when you get there, go ahead and just bring your knees into your chest. Lengthen your spine, little rock from side to side. And maybe curl your nose up to your knees. Big breath to the back of your heart. As you exhale, your head and shoulders drop back. Let your knees tip to the left. Just a gentle twist, right shoulder releases. Then deep breath to your right ribs. And one exhale out. One more here. And then one leg at a time moves you through center, and just to your second side simple switch. Legs go to the right, big gaze to the left. As you settle in, just get as heavy as possible. And you'll be here for about 2 rounds of breath. And come back to your center. Send your legs up towards the sky, maybe some softness in your knees, or maybe you send your legs up the wall. The luxury of being in your own home while you practice. If you wanted to, you could lift your hips into shoulder stand or plow. Take 3 slow breaths. And slowly roll out. Using your core, and then place your feet to the earth. Soles of your feet come together, knees fall open wide. And breathe down into your pelvis. Towards your root. As you breathe down to the entire area of your body, a little bit heavier into the earth. Feel gravity, just gently encourage your knees towards the ground on your right and left side. Maybe you adjust your shoulders, letting go of any holding through your neck, through your jaw, through the muscles around your face release. Let the weight of your skull become heavy. Be proud of everything you accomplished on your yoga mat today, all of that growth, all of that expansion. Every moment that you were mindful, that you were integrated, you were connected to your breath, to your body, you were present. Be proud of each of those moments. I know the shapes are just a tool, a vehicle for deeper connection. And they bring us here to these moments where we rest, we pause, and we feel all of that absorb into our bodies. We feel the shifts and changes that have taken place and are taking place in our hearts and our minds. And so you can either choose to stay right here as you are, or maybe take a full body stretch with your inhale, lengthening from fingers to toes again. And just find your way to Shavasana as you exhale. Allow yourself 5 to 10 minutes to rest. Let all that new information sink into your muscles and your bones. And I'll leave you here with one more deep breath in the nose together. And open mouth, exhale, release. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may your practice serve as your teacher to lead you in living more authentically, loving more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. and namaste.